Rich, no game this week, but it's been an intense week in training for the boys.
Yeah, we thought it was a good opportunity to make some adaptations in training and obviously focus on some areas where we think we need fixing up after our first 3 games. So commitment's been great from the boys. We really sort of cranked it up in training a little bit and asked plenty of questions of the boys physically this week and how we go stressing and under pressure. But they've been good, mate. They've showed a real commitment and desire to obviously improve on where we've been at the last couple of weeks.
Are there any particular areas you've been focused on this week?
Well, certainly defensively. I think it's fair to say over the last 3 weeks we've not started in the same vein as where we finished. I had a look at the reasons for that as well, but in particular the game has speeded up, and looking at the passages of play that the ball is in play for longer periods now. So try and get some work around. The best way to say it is the adaptations around some of the new rules and I guess some of the new trends in the game that are emerging at this moment in time.
And you pleased with the work you got done this week?
Yeah, really pleased. Again, really pleased of the commitment from the guys. We know we've started. We've started a little bit behind where we were. That goes without saying. But we've got a group that is very determined to put it right.
And it's been noticeable that the numbers you've had on the field as well, nearly a fully fit squad to pick from this week.
Well, I think that's helped us. We have had some sort of changes to a spine and had to chop and change a little bit up to now. But to get Rob Louis, Jack Walker, Richie Myler back on certainly gives us some balance and definitely some more attacking quality as well as experience in those key positions.
You have had an injury blow happen today in training. Cameron Smith's got a fractured jaw, a big blow for Cameron.
Yeah, big blow, and obviously we've had a couple of great days training this week and just left us on a little bit of a damper towards the end of the week, and real feel for Cam. Unfortunately, just a little bit of friendly fire, as we call it, in a training drill. Quite innocuous, copped a whack on the side of the face, and unfortunately, the x-rays which we got pretty quickly have confirmed that he's got a crack in there, so we'll see a specialist this afternoon. So a necessary evil unfortunately, doing contact drills, and he got a little bit of an, as I say, accidental friendly fire from one of his teammates in there, and unfortunately he's copped an injury out of it.
No game this weekend. Has it come at a good time to sort of readdress where we're at and to move forward?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's obviously been some big changes in the game, and the impacts are starting to show. And I guess some ways in which we might just alter the way in which we're training to try and account for that within a game. So I think it's been a good opportunity to get that in and try and raise the intensity a little bit for us. But also knowing we've not got a game to sort of see at the weekend has been able to sort of push the envelope a little bit further in that score. So good week's training, mate, and to have a couple of days rest before we prep into next week, it's been a good lead-in for us.
The fixtures, next 4 fixtures have been confirmed. There's 4 games in 14 days for the side, so important to use this period as well to prepare for that.
Well, I think taking that in mind, Phil, we know we're not going to get as much field time training over the next sort of 4 weeks. There's a fair bit of travel, in terms of going to Catalan as well. But also the breaks between the games are very, very short. So a lot of our time over the next month will be spent, I guess, recovery. What we are finding now is, 2 days recovery were probably what you would say ideally previously in the competition, but now we're finding that the players, given the break and given the extra sort of intensity within the games, that 2 days is sort of running into 3 days at the moment. So again, back to this week, it's been opportune for us to stick some extra workload and intensity in there, knowing that sort of over the next month we're very much going to be limited in what we can get into them on the field.
And Salford next up, they came back from the lockdown in pretty good form, but they haven't played for. It'll be 3 weeks when we play them since they played, because they missed out last week and obviously no game this weekend. Yeah,
well they came back great. Probably by far I would say their best attacking performance of the season, Salford, and really unfortunate given everything what's gone on that for them they've had to stand down. But we're looking at the last game and think they looked in pretty good shape, and again, look like the new speed of the game. They certainly made the most of it in their outing against us. So we know we'll have tough opposition. They'll certainly be refreshed. Well, I'm sure they've missed the training time on the field. We'll be coming up against a team what is feeling fresh and good to go.